Hey guys, welcome back to Game Nation 4K. Today we will be talking about the evolution of the famous game Half-Life, the legendary sci-fi shooter developed and published by Valve. You play the role of Gordon Freeman, a scientist caught in a nightmare when a failed experiment unleashes an alien invasion through a dimensional rift known as the Resonant Cascade. Your mission? Escape the chaos of an underground research facility and survive. Half-Life originally released for Microsoft Windows in 1998 and later made its way to PS2 and OS X. Half-Life Opposing Force. The first expansion pack for the iconic game Half-Life, released for Windows in 1999. This time, you get to experience the intense action from a whole new angle as a US Marine, one of the enemies from the original game. In Opposing Force, you will see the chaos of the Black Mesa incident through the eyes of a Marine caught in the middle of the alien invasion. Half-Life Blue Shift. The second expansion, released in 2001 for Windows, and also on Steam in 2005. Blue Shift returns to the setting and events of Half-Life, but continues the story through the eyes of another character. Blue Shift also includes a graphic pack that upgrades the Half-Life models and textures. Half-Life Decay. The third and multiplayer-only expansion pack for Half-Life, released in 2001 for PlayStation 2. This game is unique in the context of the Half-Life series because it is the only game divided into separate missions, each with a specific objective to pursue, instead of consisting of a single unbroken narrative. Half-Life Source. In 2004, Valve released a version of Half-Life created in their new game engine, Source. It includes no new graphical elements, but adds new physics, water effects, and 5.1 surround sound. Half-Life 2. The highly anticipated sequel set nearly 2 decades after the original game, in and around the oppressive City 17. Released in 2004 after an extensive 5-year development period, Half-Life 2 received almost unanimous praise from critics, earning over 30 Game of Year awards. Powered by the Source engine, which features a heavily modified Havoc physics engine. Half-Life 2 Deathmatch. Released on Steam back in 2004, utilizing assets from Half-Life 2 and its powerful Source engine. It features new levels, optimized for multiplayer arena play, and a few new weapons. In Deathmatch mode, you will experience instant respawns, specific weapon spawn points, and unique abilities like sprinting and flashlight use. The Team Deathmatch takes things further by organizing players into 2 teams. Half-Life 2 Lost Coast. An extra level for Half-Life 2, released on Steam in 2005. Lost Coast serves as a tech demo highlighting the HDR rendering capabilities of the Source engine. It was designed with environments to emphasize these effects. What's unique about Lost Coast is that it was the first Valve game with a commentary mode. Half-Life 2 Episode 1. After the 6-year development of Half-Life 2, Valve switched to episodic development, hoping to release games more frequently. For Episode 1, they focused on developing the character of Alyx and expanded her artificial intelligence. It uses an updated version of Valve's Source engine with new lighting and animation technology. Episode 1 received mostly positive reviews. The cooperative gameplay with Alyx received particular praise, although the short length was criticized. Half-Life 2 Episode 2. Released in 2007, one of the focal points of Episode 2 was meant to be the increased use of vehicles in open areas. However, the game retains its original linear style until the final battle. Episode 2 has more puzzles than Episode 1, including the biggest physics puzzles yet in this series, a damaged bridge. Half-Life Episode 3 was initially announced for Christmas 2007, marking Valve's commitment to episodic releases. However, the project was eventually cancelled as Valve shipped away from episodic development. In 2020, after cancelling several further Half-Life projects, Valve released HalflifeAlyx, where the players use VR to interact with the environment and fight enemies, using gravity gloves to snatch objects from a distance and a gravity gun from Half-Life 2. Alyx was greatly praised for its graphic, voice acting, narrative, and atmosphere. It has been called as VR's first killer app. The game received a number of awards nominations across the industry and won the Best VR AR at the 2020 Game Awards. Despite releasing all the way back in 2004, Half-Life 2 remains one of the best games Valve has ever created. It's also one of the most heartbreaking since we are still waiting for Half-Life 3, which doesn't seem to be happening anytime soon or ever. Now, let's turn our attention to something exciting, the upcoming RTX remake of Half-Life 2. RTX Remake's project is being developed by 4 top mod teams from the Half-Life 2 community, now under Orbifold Studios, using the latest version of RTX Remakes. The Half-Life 2 remake completely revises the game's graphics, transforming the dated visuals into a stunningly gorgeous recreation of themselves. It also boasts additional graphical effects like ray tracing and DLSS. It was announced in August 2023 and described as being early in development, suggesting a possible release around November, possibly in homage to Half-Life 2's original launch month in November 2004. However, given its community-driven nature, we can expect it to arrive closer to 2025.
Well guys, that was it for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and press the bell icon to never miss out on more videos on Game Nation 4K.